This is day 48 to 50 of going from the Arctic to the Antarctic without flying. About 2.5 hours of driving and I'm finally in Page, Arizona. There's nothing that screams Arizona more than driving in a desert during a sunset. I love the fact that this Wyndham property only cost me $47. I celebrated by getting some mango habanero chicken, mac and cheese, and a tuna sandwich from the Safeway deli. And I really savored it because I knew I was going to get a poverty breakfast from the hotel. Page is perfectly located, only about a 15-minute drive to the Antelope Canyon. But what I didn't realize is that they sell out of tickets very quickly. There are different canyons that you can visit, and I got lucky to get an opening at the lower canyons with 15 minutes to go. The canyons sit in Navajo territory, and they own and operate the tours. This definitely made me feel a lot better about the prices I was paying. You are not allowed to access the canyons by yourself and have to go with a tour guide. It was funny to me how good the guides were at using iPhones. As you can imagine, the tours are full of people who just want to come to take Instagram pictures, and deservedly so. It's one of the most photographed places in the world for a reason. I just wasn't a fan of being packed in like sardines and then getting moved to the next spot when people were done taking their 1000th picture. I'm really just a chill guy that wants to explore and have an adventure in peace. It doesn't help that this is actually a spiritual place for the Navajo, and we're kind of sullying it with our social media addiction and not really learning more about the history of the canyon. I'm not even trying to come from a moral high ground. I'm also part of the problem. It's just an observation. This is what the canyon looks like from up top, and it's created from years of flash floods and winds. I then made a 10-minute detour to another very popular spot. This place is called Horseshoe Bend, and it's one of the most aesthetic places ever. This formation follows the Colorado River, and I actually think there are tours that you can take down here that seem like they would be sweet photo ops. So my overall summary of being in Page: you have a very touristy town and people only have really two options of places to go, so it's just absolutely crammed with people, and I'm not a fan of paying to see nature personally. So paying 72 USD to see the Antelope Canyon, realistically you walk for an hour and people are taking pics every 2 minutes. You don't even really get a time to kind of soak in where you're at. So it is what it is. I'm still happy I got it off the list. After leaving, I started making my way south to the Grand Canyon. It's important to note that the south entrance gets quite busy, so I'm going to enter from the east. And that's where you get to the desert viewpoint. The watchtower is really, really well designed. It's got petroglyph recreations and just an overall really cool design. I'm going to preface this by saying that I didn't have enough time to do any of the canyon activities. I just went to the different viewpoints along the road, and they are absolutely amazing views, but it reminds me of Niagara Falls. After you see it for 10 minutes, it's time to go. Next time I'll do a hike to get full appreciation of this.